Hey everybody, welcome back to a new edition of Comic Family TV. In this video I will be showing you some of my recent pickups. Majority of these were from my LCS and I scored a really good deal. These first few you're going to see that are kind of Western related I got from I think a comic or a toy store a bit ago. But after that, I think all but one of these was a local comic book store pickup. So the first one we have here, and it's in the bag, I'm going to do an upcoming out of the bag, kind of an homage or a nod to AFTA Comics. I think Alan does a great job, huge fan of his videos and his knowledge. But for today, I think most of these are probably going to stay in the bag. So it's probably a little difficult to see because some of the, the glare or maybe a little bit of the folds in the plastic. But this is Kid Colt Outlaw number 209. Just pretty cool subject matter here. It says blazing six-gun action in the mighty Marvel manor. You have this fella here who looks like maybe, well, I don't want to assume, but he looks like maybe this took place in Texas, and maybe this fella's from south of the border. I don't know. I'm speculating. Yeah, it says, Senior Kid, the day you take on the Manhunter. So I'm not familiar with the Manhunter, but he's saying Senior Kid, which leads me to believe he's probably from south of the border. Just a pretty cool subject matter. I pick these up whenever I can find them. The next one we have here, which is actually in, really nice condition. The Kid Colt Outlaw had some creasing, like a big reader's crease in the lower right-hand corner. This Rawhide Kid number 2, which is from 1985. I guess it says it's number 2 in a 4-issue limited series. Pretty cool subject matter. It looks like maybe someone's trying to rob a train. You have this gentleman here, cowboy, shooting the gun out of, I'm not sure if this is a stage master, out of his hand, and he has another gun that's shooting and just nicking the shirt of the cowboy. And you can see, let me hold this up, you can kind of see the gun being shot down here, and here's the train. So actually down here there's deterioration on the spine, but it's just a cool book, and I'm going to read these. I haven't actually taken the time to read these. I'll probably read these in the next month or two. Now this one presents really nice. It's a DC. And I tend to buy more Marvel, but if I see subject matter that's interesting and it's DC or otherwise, I pick it up. This is Weird Western Tales starring Scalp Hunter, and it's number 45. It's interesting subject matter. Another Scalp Hunter. This is number 67. And you can see, you can see the, I don't know, you want to call him a pilgrim, whatever he is, maybe a cowboy, on the ground being attacked by what appears to be wolves. And it's what appears to be a Native American trying to save the young cowboy. That's how it looks to me anyway. I don't know, haven't read it, have never read any of these, but look pretty cool. And some of these have prices on them. Ignore the prices. This is Shogun Warriors number 10 from 1979. It's a Marvel book. Interesting. Looks like a five-headed dragon on top of like maybe a Voltron. 5 heads of doom, they call it. I think it's pretty neat. Look forward to reading that. In a previous video, I showed a pickup of I don't know, maybe 10 or so Masters of Kung Fu books. Here's a few more. This is number 40. I always just think the subject matter is pretty interesting. Here's another Masters of Kung Fu, number 112 from 1982. You can see that this gentleman has nunchucks in his, I guess that's his left hand. And there's someone behind him with, I can't tell if that's a bow, which is a long stick. Interesting. Another Masters of Kung Fu. This is number 67. This is from 1978. And I don't remember, maybe someone can comment. I'm not as versed on the history, but when did the MVS, the Marvel Value Stamps, when were they stopped being used? Because I know that I have, one of the Masters of Kung Fu books has a Marvel Value Stamp that I don't know if it was Reaper Tate or someone did a video about the different variants of Marvel Value Stamps, right? So you could have a Marvel Value Stamp for a certain character that, depending upon the book it's in, it could have different color variations. It may have been, I'm not sure who did it, but if anyone remembers when MVS were no longer used, let me know, because I want to look through some of the books and see how many variations I have. And I'd really like to get a Marvel Value Stamp book. I know Silver Age Dave did a video where he has, let's see, I want to say he has multiple, maybe 3 or 4. I think he said he has one that he took apart and is framing it, if you will, or putting it where you can view all the different pages. And he probably has one that's in really good condition. He tends to have a really nice collection and a lot of stuff that's, really well maintained. But anyway, this is Master of Kung Fu number 30. Looks like they're fighting maybe some mountain lions. I don't know. Okay, so I think all but the last one here are going to be local pickups from a comic book shop. So this is Daredevil King Size Special number 1. It's actually, it's I'd call it probably Reader Plus. As far as condition goes, it's probably, let's see, the very bottom right corner, you can see the page is turned up a little bit, but it's not missing. It could be, pushed down, but it's probably like a, I don't know. You can see up at the top, the spine is, it's probably maybe a 3 or 4. I don't know, maybe I'm being a little too harsh, but overall a nice book. Marvel Tales number 3. It appears to be in decent condition. And so again, guys, starting with the one I just showed a minute ago, Daredevil King Size number 1, all the way through until I tell you that's the end. I'd be curious to see what you think I might have paid for these. I'm not going to tell you yet, but I'd like to hear what people think to see if I feel I got a pretty good deal. I really like this one. It's the first book I ever purchased that has a date stamp, at least that I'm aware of, right? So that date stamp says September 13th of 1967. And this is Fantastic Four number 69. It's a pretty cool book. This one I really like. I like Dr. Doom on the cover here. This is Fantastic Four Annual number 2. It's a little rough. This also appears to have a date stamp right up here, if you can see. And then, it's pretty rough in the bottom right or bottom left of the spine down here. And then the huge reader creases throughout, some coloring, a huge reader crease here. But it's, I'll read it. This is the same book, but I'm sorry, it's not the same book. This is Fantastic Four Annual or King Size Special number 5. Some reader creases up here, a huge one going across, some staining maybe, or some, not staining, but dirt. But overall, it looks nice. It'll look really nice. I'm not sure I'm going to put it in Mylar. It's not really worth a whole lot, but it looks good to me. I enjoy having it. These are the first King Size Special Fantastic Four I've picked up. So the next one is Fantastic Four King Size Special number 4. You can see what's going on here with the Human Torch and Incredible Hulk and the Thing. It's pretty cool. I'm going to move this along because I think I can't do videos over 15 minutes for some reason. Fantastic Four King Size Special number 7. And this is actually, it looks to be in really nice condition. Now that I look at it. Yeah. So this one I really like. This is the Avengers number 24. Really cool cover. Really cool cover. I mean, look at all the characters on here. And it's actually maybe mid-grade-ish. And here we have, you know, a similar cover, honestly. It looks like they were inspired. This one was inspired by the previous one. So here's Avengers number 44. Another 12 center. 10 and 12 centers I cannot pass up. Now this is getting good here. Avengers number 13. It's rough. You know, you can see, let's see if you can see across the top there, and then the spine. Pretty rough, but it's the first copy I have of it. Avengers number 20, you can see Cap America. I think that's a swordsman up there. Here's Hawkeye. Here's Captain America with his hands tied behind his back. It looks like the swordsman pushed him off the top of the building, and this person wrote their name, Ricky Fullerton, maybe? It's probably a kid back in the day that put his name on his book. You know, spine's pretty rough, but I have it now. Avengers King Size Special number 4. Meh. It's a mid-grade, maybe. Maybe a 3. I don't know. That's not missing. Well, is it missing at the bottom there? I guess it is. So, you know, maybe it's a 2.0. I don't know. But I just think it's pretty cool. I look forward to reading it. And now, this is a pretty good book here. Anyone knows this, the Journey into Mystery with Mighty Thor number 116, The Trial of the Gods. So you have Thor and Loki. This is a pretty cool book. It's not in perfect shape, you know. If you can see here at the upper left corner, there's some, well, I don't know if that's Marvel chipping or whatever it is, but then at the top here, you can see the same, well, similar, but it's still pretty cool. This one's rough, and I'm sad about it, but Journey into Mystery, the Mighty Thor number 119. It's a pretty cool cover, but you can see there's a huge tear here, where it's, you know, a big tear. The top missing some page. Rough copy. I'm going to speed through these. Daredevil King Size Special number 2. It's actually in really nice condition, except for bottom left corner. There's I don't know, a bend maybe. Daredevil number 23. A reader copy for sure, based on the spine. I like this one. King Size Daredevil Special, King Size Special Daredevil number 1. It's actually, it looks to be in a really good condition. Daredevil number 19. Certainly a lower grade copy. Daredevil number 33. It looks like someone had a piece of tape there and it tore that, but Behold the Beetle. Let's see. Daredevil number 73. Yeah. And then one of these was a double. I don't remember which one I showed twice, but I bought 2 of the same book. And here's Daredevil number 21. And then one other book that I picked up. So that's the end of the local comic book shop video. And this is when Hawkeye quit the Avengers. It's the Avengers 109, when Hawkeye quit the Avengers. So I also got the one where Hawkeye is really Goliath. I don't know where that is. It's probably in one of my other long boxes. But anyway, thought I'd share that with you guys. Curious to see what you think I paid for the pickup from the LCS. I know what I paid. I think I got a pretty good deal, but I'd love to hear what you think you might have paid based on what you could see from the books. Obviously didn't open up, didn't show you the back covers, but just assuming the rest of the book was in similar condition to the covers, what would you have probably paid? Thanks, guys.